welcome to today's broadcast. Shout out to our sponsors. And now for our broadcast.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome here to The Rock as we get ready here for our boys basketball player showcase. This will be the second basketball event that we've had. We had our girls that came here last week. The purpose of our event today is to just have conversations with the seniors who are starting to prepare to wind down their basketball careers, and we want to use their influence that they have with the community and with the young people to try and help them continue to recruit and grow the sport and give them the opportunity to work on their skills. Joining me here is Justin Schwartzmiller. Justin is one of my producers. Justin, thanks for taking the time to do this.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to be back here at The Rock, and thanks, Caleb, for all he does for us and letting us come here. But excited to talk about these teams, what we had going on. And obviously, we've had a pretty good boys basketball season that we've had to cover so far, and excited to, when the playoffs are coming up and get ramped up here.
I want to give a shout out also to my son who is running the camera. This is my son Caleb. Without him, I would not be able to do all of the social media stuff that I have here, so I appreciate everything that he does. It's helpful that he gets to work from home and can help me keep everything organized there. And normally my wife made it to the basketball, but tonight they have, what does she have tonight, Caleb? Something at school. Oh, yeah, solo ensemble. She's a band teacher, so she has solo ensemble. I thought I was going to say parent-teachers conferences, but that doesn't, the timing didn't seem right. So they had solo ensemble tonight, so they are not, she could not be here, but again, I couldn't do this stuff without her support. I'm going to step aside here. We're going to run a set of our ads, and then while we're doing so, we're going to bring up the boys from Central Wisconsin Christian to come on up here and throw some headsets on as we'll get ready, and then we'll talk a little bit before we introduce them. We'll talk about a little bit about Randolph that we have, that we are aware of, and then we'll jump into our show. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Justin Schwartzmiller here from The Rock, and again, thank you to Caleb Gluen for allowing us to use his facility. We'll be back.
Jeff's Livestreams is proud to announce our 2024-2025 Boys Basketball Showcase. Join us Wednesday, February 26th at 6 p.m. at The Rock. If you can't make it in person, we will also be streaming the event live on Jeff's Livestreams on YouTube, and you will be able to watch a recording at any time.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
PT Tire and Service has been at 301 East Clark Street in Brandon for over 20 years. The owners, Tony and Pam Sauer, are dedicated to their community and their customers. They serve the auto repair, tire, and wheel needs of customers in Brandon and the rest of central Wisconsin. We're on call 24/7 for roadside assistance and on the farm service for customers. For auto repairs, tires, and wheels, come see us in person or request a quote online. PT Tire and Service, you make the call and leave the rest to us. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan's.
Yeah. Welcome back here to The Rock as we get ready here for talk to some of our players that we have joining us here. I'm going to see if I can just switch and make sure that my other camera is working. So you guys can't see this as much. You'll get a chance to look at it when you go back on YouTube. But I've got Caleb is running our main. Justin's over here. He'll pan the audience, and he'll also probably ask them some questions when we get a chance. But before we talk to the boys here from Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders, I want to just touch a little bit on Randolph Rockets. It's another one of the teams that we end up covering quite a bit in this area. We have really targeted the small schools. We believe heavily that those communities are so invested in their programs that we want to make sure that they also get the love and the support out there. Our philosophy is anybody can watch the huddle cams, anybody can watch this stuff going back and forth. We just think that by adding our broadcasting to it and with the multiple camera angles, we think that it adds to a higher quality stream. So we do go to Randolph, and if I remember correctly, I think Randolph ended up being a 7 seed. And what's really strange, again, is everybody who's going to be represented here, except for Laconia, who's a Division III, but you guys are all on the same side of the bracket, which is it stinks for us because we would love to be able to follow you guys as deep as possible, but that means somewhere along the line you guys are going to end up bumping into each other, and somebody's going to knock somebody off, and that's the nature of the playoffs. But again, we want to thank Rob Nill, the athletic director over at Randolph. I want to give a shout out to Tyler Fisher as well for all of the time that they take in connecting with us and spending as much time as they do. All right, let's talk about, let me jump over here and make sure that I've got this slide up here and working as we're going to take a look here at Central Wisconsin Christian Crusaders. 7 seniors on the team this year. Joining me up here to my left is the head coach for CWC, Josh Gibbons. Coach, thank you for taking the time for joining us here. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Appreciate you putting this on and recognizing all these schools that are here tonight.
Coach, I just want to talk to you a little bit before we start having a conversation with some of the boys. Talk to us a little bit about your coaching career and so far how things have gone this season. And just in general, just tell us about why you're coaching basketball.
I've been coaching for a while now, a lot of years. I don't know how many, 20-some years. I ended up at CWC just kind of by chance. I saw it on Twitter. What do you call it? X. There you go. Yeah, I saw that. It was 10 years ago. I've been at CWC, and I just inquired about it. I wanted to give it one more go-around after Marquezan, and so I've been here just trying to build the program and have a good time with these kids and just teach them hopefully something about basketball, but a lot about life and things that can help them moving forward after high school.
So tell me, what is your favorite part about coaching?
Favorite part, just to me, it's really taking a group of guys and just trying to achieve a goal, a common goal, and just pushing them to reach that, just pushing them a little bit more than what they want to be pushed. And when they do that, we can attain really good things. So, that's what I enjoy, just getting to know these guys and hopefully have some success on the court.
This is going to look strange, but
don't touch me there.
I had to. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Just to make sure that I told you it was going to look strange. So now somebody's going to clip that, and that'll be the picture that'll be put out there on Jeff's live stream.
I like you too.
It's a family affair. I had the pleasure of actually working with your son. So how'd you pass the coaching bug on?
Right. Well, he grew up in a gym. When we were in Marquezan there, he grew up in a gym, and he always wanted to be a head coach. And so that's what he's doing now up in Freedom, and they're having a really good year up there too.
Coach, you could have made it easier on yourself than trying to implement a brand new offense and a brand new defense this year.
Yeah, it keeps things spicy, I don't know. We've gone through a couple actually. So we're starting to figure some things out, and it's really come together here lately. So hopefully we just continue to get better every day at practice, and we'll see what happens here in the postseason.
Tell me about the support at home.
Well, you can't do this without support at the home. My wife, she allows me to do this every day. And like today, she saw me for 30 seconds before I got here to practice. And I spend a lot of time, I guess, on the laptop at home, too, watching a lot of game film, a lot of hours of that, too. So I'm just really appreciative of that support that I get there. And honestly, everyone at the CWC school, the community, is very supportive. Obviously, everyone doesn't like what we do all the time, but and you get nothing but thank yous and good jobs, and it's really appreciated. It helps us as coaches work harder and really want to strive to be better.
Coach, I want to thank you again. I've said this before, but I want to thank you again publicly one more time for all of the time that you've taken. People don't realize that when we're trying to scramble for interviews, I just sent out an email to get 5 interviews today, and trying to squeeze everybody in, and sometimes we're doing this at 9:30 at night to get those interviews, and it doesn't come easy, so I want to thank you for all the time that you've put in to help make sure that our broadcasts are successful as well.
You bet. Like I said, I'm just glad you do it, and I know all these schools do too. It's just great to get some exposure for us out there, so thank you.
You are so welcome. It's been the head coach here for Central Wisconsin Christian. Why don't you give him a hand here, Coach Josh Gibbons.
Thanks, buddy.
Let's take a look at, thanks, good shot there by Justin. Let's start on this end over here. We're going to talk to each of these boys. We'll spend a couple of minutes. Brent, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I'm excited about the opportunity to talk with you, not only about basketball, but first of all, tell me about some of the other sports that you play besides basketball.
In the fall, I run cross country, and in the spring, I play baseball.
So how does that help you be a better basketball player?
Cross country helps me with my endurance, and you have to have a strong mind to be able to finish races good. So that helps me with basketball, just to keep persevering. And baseball, I don't know, doesn't help me.
Oh, I think it does, because several times we've had conversations, and this is part of the reason why we do this as well. I get to talk a little bit about something different. You're using a different muscle set than you do for basketball. And because of that, you limit the amount of injuries that you actually occur throughout your career. And I know you had a little bit of a Achilles issue. Was that correct? That you had a calf issue, right? But I mean, your body healed pretty quickly and was able to get back out there. Talk to us a little bit about advice that you would give to some younger folks who are out there who might be listening to this and saying, hey, I don't know that I want to do basketball, or I don't know that I want to do 3 sports. I just want to focus on one. So what type of advice would you give?
I would just say to do everything that you can, every opportunity that you get, do it. The more you stay involved, the more like friends you're going to make and more memories you'll have.
Tell me about how long have you attended CWC?
All the way through kindergarten, I started.
What do you like about CWC?
I just like having a Christian education and everything about that.
So what does that mean to you, though? A Christian education. I mean, that's a tagline. So tell me what that means to you.
Yeah, like Jesus is in like all of our classrooms, and like we can hear from all of our teachers, and we can go to our teachers whenever we need it, and it's just something that we can go to.
Favorite memory for basketball? I don't care if it was youth or high school, or what is your favorite memory, or multiple? What are multiple?
My top one was winning conference my sophomore year, and this year my favorite memory was either Chop's bank 3 against Dodgeland, or our win against Wayland the other week.
Wait a minute. What did you call him?
Chopped.
Chopped.
Yeah, this is a new nickname.
Yeah, I just learned it yesterday. I have no idea what it is.
Well, now you have to share. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, I don't know who came up with it. I think it was Jaden maybe, but this is what we call him now.
Okay. And it sounds like, Ryer, you're okay with that?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody laughing at your expense? Oh, okay. All right. Brant, what's your plans after school?
I'm attending UW Oshkosh for physical education.
Physical education. So you want to get into the classroom? Is
Yeah.
that part of that is because you want to get into the coaching and give back from what you've had?
Yeah,
So if you had to coach, what sport do you want to coach?
basketball.
Basketball is your number one sport and your priority.
Yeah, I would say so.
I want to thank you for taking the time for being here. I've enjoyed having conversations with you, but to me the most important thing is this chance that I get to interact with you guys in the hallways as well. So that's really special to me. Being in education forever, the fact that I still can touch lives makes a huge difference, and I'm glad that I have this opportunity. So I want to thank you for taking the time. Brent, Billy, let's give him a hand. All right, let's move down the line here. Chop.
Oh, no.
No? Okay, we'll go with Ryer. Ryer, talk to me about your involvement in extracurricular activities. And I should have said that as well to Brant instead of just sports, but just talk to me extracurriculars in general.
Well, for sports, I play soccer and baseball and basketball, so 3 of those. And then I also participate in choir, and then I'm also in the select choir at our school also.
I have to tell you, one of the coolest things that I did, and I usually do not do this, recording the national anthem, and the reason I don't, so when people are wondering why I don't do that is, you never know what's going to happen with the camera, you never know what's going to happen with the sound, I might pick up something that becomes disrespectful, and that type of stuff, and to me it's important that we honor our veterans who we can't do this stuff without what they have given to us. But last night's national anthem, so talk to me about where did that come from? Is that something that you guys have, that seniors always do?
Not always do, but a lot of us are in the choir, so I think one of our parents probably mentioned it to our choir teacher, Ms. DeVries, and so then she emailed us and asked if we would like to do it. So all the seniors on the basketball team participated, and I think maybe one or two other guys, other seniors from the choir also participated. It was really cool. We took like three practices, I think, but it was pretty good.
It was cool, and I'm hoping that I was able to record it well enough for you guys to be able to go back and listen to it, because it was a great rendition. I have to tell you that it was phenomenal. So I'm glad to hear that you talk about being a part of both choirs, because I think that that's also an important way to be able to worship and bring praise, and I think that's one of my favorite things about being at CWC as well. Talk to me about your favorite memories so far with, let's start with youth basketball.
Oh.
No.
I think there was a tournament. I think it was up north somewhere, and I was playing on Waupun Hoopsters on the B team or something. And then Lauren, I think, was coaching, and he drew up a sideline out of bounds play. There's 3 seconds left, and he had me in the corner, and I drilled a 3 to win it, and it was pretty awesome. So.
Well, I've seen you pop in some of those corner threes, so obviously it has stuck with you. So talk to me about your favorite memory for high school basketball.
Definitely the bank in against Dodgeland to send it to overtime. That was pretty cool. I ended up fouling out in that game, but kept us in. All right. Kept us in it, and we ended up winning that game, so that was pretty cool.
I want to know, strangely, all athletes have this, but who's the most superstitious person on the team?
It's definitely Gibbons, I think. I'm not going to lie.
The coach?
Yeah. He's always wearing the same pair of underwear every game.
Okay, now I'm not going to ask how you know that, okay? But coach.
They're making stuff up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay,
I
because you would never do that.
No.
Right, because you've been coaching for years and you know that
Right.
superstition has nothing to do with
Exactly.
success. Yeah, right. Okay.
It's about practice.
Ryer, tell me about favorite pregame meal.
I think we had I like eating the class fundraiser meals that we have usually. There was one, it was like smoked pork.
Oh.
It was really good. I really like that. It gives me a lot of energy, so I like those.
I love those nights too. I typically order them, and then the plate sits there right on on the bench until I get done with the game, and then everything is cold, and then it's dried out and hard, and then a couple of times I've even sat on my plate. So it's I love the fundraisers as well, but for me they just don't do the same thing that they probably do for you as the pregame meal. Ryer, what's your plans for after graduation?
I plan on majoring in accounting and finance at either Bethel University in Minneapolis or Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa.
It's fantastic to see you've got some future plans here. One more thing here. Let's tell me about you're talking to somebody again who's younger. You get an opportunity to share some advice. What's that piece of advice you'd share to them?
I would say have confidence. If I didn't have confidence at all in any of my sports, I don't think I would be as good as I am now. I would be scared to do the things that I am doing, and just having confidence just gives you another level to play with. So, yeah.
Would you say you're always a confident person? Even as a freshman, you were super confident. Give me the ball. I'm gonna hit the rock. I'm gonna make it.
Not on JV1, but on JV2 probably. So yeah.
All right, Ryer, thank you for joining us here. Ryer Greenfield. Jaden.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Jaden, I just want to talk to you first of all about how hard-nosed of a player, and all of you guys are, but I can't think of a game yet that maybe you guys can where you didn't at least fall on the floor at least one time, writhing in pain, either a shot to the head or shoulder, stomach, leg, something like that. Where does that tenacity come from?
I don't know. I think I just get fired up sometimes and just carries throughout the game. And I don't know.
Would you say you're a competitive person? You
Yes.
like to win?
Yes.
And that's where that comes from?
Mhm.
I can completely understand that. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if I didn't like high school competition, because high school to me is the ultimate of sports. Tell us what other sports you're involved in.
I am in soccer, basketball, and golf.
Golf? You been here to use the simulator yet?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure. You really should be taking advantage of that opportunity, but not during basketball season,
No.
right? Of course not. So talk to me about what is your favorite pregame meal?
I would probably have to go with my dad's smash burgers. I don't know. I think they're just the best burgers I've ever eaten before, and I look forward to whenever he has meal because I know it's going to be good.
Talk to me about that. Parents are selecting the meals and you're rotating through?
Yeah, I don't know. Every week, a parent, or every game, I should say, a parent comes out and makes us a meal, and I don't know. It's always good and always gives us a bunch of energy. And
can't do this stuff without parents, right?
No.
Exactly.
Yep.
Tell me about your favorite subject in school.
I'd probably have to go with like
U.S. history.
no.
Just checking.
Probably have to go with advanced PE or study hall.
Advanced PE.
Yeah.
And how many study halls do you have?
One.
Oh, that's not bad. There's a lot of seniors I know that have 2, 3, which is rather interesting. What were you hitting chop there for?
I have 1.5.
Oh, okay. That's not bad then. Tell me about what do you superstitions in the locker room. So besides the underwear, what else? There's got to be some other players out there, or is it you that's the most superstitious?
No, it can't be me. I don't know. Probably have to go with like Landon or Ryer because they both never wash their socks and they just stink a lot sometimes.
Okay, well, is it helping win?
Not really, not all the time.
It can't make the locker room very good either.
Go ahead and wash them.
Yeah, that's right. Change things up. It's playoff time. You might as well do that. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to give everybody a chance to do this as well. But tell me again, you have a chance to spread some advice to some younger players. What would you tell them?
I would just say come and work hard at every practice and every game, and it'll show and it'll pay. Like if you come to practice and work hard, you'll grow in the sport that you're playing, and it'll show on the court or the field or anything.
I think that's great advice. I want to thank you again for taking the time. It's been a privilege to watch you play basketball out there. So thank you for spending some time with me here. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Jaden Osterhaus. Sam, you didn't get to prepare for this, did you?
No, I did not.
But you got to hear some of the questions I'm going to ask anyways.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to ask different questions then. No, I wouldn't do that to you. I want you to tell me, what other sports are you involved in?
I'm just involved in basketball.
Just basketball. So give me some other extracurriculars, because you're pretty involved at school as well.
Yeah, outside of school, I don't do much, but I'm a part of the math team. And the math meet is coming up in early March.
And that's the Trailways math meet,
Yeah.
right? One of the things that I've got to give a shout out to the Trailways. I know that Laconia is not in the Trailways. Their flyway is absolutely incredible as well. But I was the principal at Dodgeland for 5 years. Some of the things that they do is absolutely incredible with sharing academic expectations and giving that recognition for the Trailways. So I love that type of stuff as well. Math team for all 4 years at the high school?
3 years.
3 years. Okay. And you still enjoy doing mathematics?
Yes.
As a competition?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me what's your plans after you graduate?
After I graduate, I plan to major in actuarial science at Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa.
Sounds like you have got a roadmap of what you want to do when you graduate from CWC.
Yeah.
So tell me, why do you like attending Central Wisconsin Christian?
I like attending Central Wisconsin Christian School because you can really build relationships with people where you can go to them for about like anything, like any advice. Like you can talk to any teacher and really have a good conversation with them. Like everybody's like family there.
Great answer. So here's what I noticed. Beginning of the season, you probably didn't see the court very much, right? Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
So what has changed? Because you're out there quite a bit, and when I see you out there, the minutes that you're putting in there are very impressive. And you know, I talked to you, not yesterday, well, it was yesterday, I believe it was, right before, at Chapel, wondering if you were actually going to be playing in the game, and my piece of advice was, don't do it. I don't want you to hurt your ankle. And you didn't go out there and take it easy. So just talk to me about what has changed in your mindset that you become more minutes of playing time.
You know, when I go out there, I just want to try to do the little things like rebound and get open looks for my teammates and just hustle.
3-pointers last night.
Yeah.
I mean, you completely caught me off guard. So is that something you're working on in practice?
You know, at the beginning of the season, I would say I struggled with confidence, but my confidence has slowly gotten back. So.
Oh, I would agree with you because I was very impressed. I wasn't sure that you'd be actually hitting those, so it was great to see. Tell me what are your sorry, I think I already asked you that. Let's tell me what your piece of advice would be to somebody listening about should they play multiple sports? Should they get involved in other academics? What do they need to do to be successful?
I would just say get involved. Looking back, you're probably going to regret it if you don't get involved. Like, make memories, work hard, and put the extra time in because it will really show in the future.
Great piece of advice, Sam. Thank you for actually joining us here. So it's Sam Greenfield for joining us here tonight. That was a great job. Last but not least, Mr. Skolma.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
Talk to me about your basketball career in general. 4-year starter?
No.
3-year starter? 2-year starter?
1-year starter.
1-year starter.
Yeah.
So this
JV
was your first year that you were starting. So you were on JV too, right?
Yep.
And there's been some, I mean, there's some pretty good players over the last couple of years that were playing in front of you. But I still wanted to talk to you about, so your confidence is still pretty strong about give me the rock in the corner and I'm going to shoot it.
Yeah.
So where does that come from?
Well, I don't know. I kind of just like tell myself I'm gonna regret it if I'm not like confident out there, like taking shots and stuff. So.
Coach talked to us all the time when we're on the interviews, and sometimes it's not a lot of it's not on air. But he says, "I wish these boys would shoot." So, does he continue to say that to you as well?
Yeah, he tells me to keep shooting all the time, like every day.
I do.
Defensively, though, you do a nice job defensively as well. The team is not very big, but you guys really focus and do a nice job of being aggressive on the defense. So talk to me a little bit about that change for you as a player. Because you were a bench player, so you knew what they were running, what was trying to execute. Everything has changed. So tell me how that's changed the way that you play this year.
This season we started to run like a different defense, and I think it's a little better for me because I gave up a lot of straight line drives last year and got taken out. So,
but you're physically aggressive as well out there, and your job is to stop and make sure that nobody's driving.
Yeah.
And you do a good job of getting in there and battling with that. Talk to me about other sports that you play.
I did play soccer all 4 years, and I played basketball and baseball too.
And baseball as well. So talk to me about the importance of playing 3 sports. I mean, how important do you think that is for you to develop as a person?
I just think playing sports, like I have a lot of good memories, even though I didn't necessarily want to go out for soccer. I still did, and it was always fun.
So talk to me about some of those memories. You got some great memories. I don't care if it's soccer, basketball, baseball. Tell me some of them.
Soccer, we would always, even after we would lose by like double digits almost, we would come home on the bus and we'd be like blasting music. It was always super fun.
So what I've heard from almost everybody here is that nobody is remembering that one perfect shot or that one perfect game. You guys are all here talking about the camaraderie and being a part of the team, right? Tell me how long you've been attending CWC.
I've been attending CWC since I was in kindergarten.
So what's your favorite thing about CWC?
Probably just like the small classes. Like I know everybody in my class, and I get along with everybody pretty well. So
It sounds like you kind of like this relationship thing that you like to build here. Is that true?
Mhm.
Okay. Talk to me about what your plans are after graduation.
I'm still undecided. I'm probably gonna either go to UW Oshkosh or like Whitewater.
It's okay to be undecided. I want you to know that as well. Don't get anxious about that. Nowadays you can get pretty much into college when you've decided to get your application in. So that's
Yeah.
my piece of advice coming from somebody who's been administration, because I was there. I remember that, and even though it was a long time ago, and I had to fill out my stuff by paper and pencil instead of doing it by computer. You still have time, so don't get yourself too worked up about that. Okay, superstitions. What's the craziest stuff that's superstition in locker room?
There's not a crazy one, but Brant always wears his like shirt that he wore to school over his jersey in the locker room. I think that's really weird for some reason. I don't know why he does that.
Yeah, why does he do that?
I don't know.
Why does he do that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Does it help you?
No.
Oh, okay. I keep hearing that we have these superstitions that doesn't help, but we still do them. It's kind of strange, isn't it? Jacob, so you're going to start us out here as we wrap things up here. Give a shout out. Who you want to give a shout out to? Here's your opportunity.
I want to give a shout out to Maverick. He was our star of the night, and he loves hanging out with the team. And yeah, I don't know. He loves our team. So
I saw that. So you got to tell me who Maverick is. I don't know who that is.
he's my cousin.
He's your cousin.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Sam, shout out. Here's your chance.
I want to give a shout out to my dad. You know, he's coached me. He's gone to the gym with me, and he's helped me build my confidence.
Definitely is showing. Jaden? You can give a shout out to me if you want. That's okay.
No, just come back. I'll pick a one.
Okay.
All right, Ryer, you go.
Ryer.
I want to shout out my parents for always supporting me in basketball and every other sport. I think they've been to like all of my games so far, and it's really cool to see them support me and stuff.
Brant.
I would just say my family as well. Just like the support that they show, like it really helps a lot.
Okay.
I think I'm going to have to go with family, too.
And Coach?
Yeah, good choice.
Yeah. Coach, I want to thank you again. I know that you have had the impact on all of these lives, so I want to thank you again for taking that time to do so and to continue to help develop the character of these young men.
Yep, thank you. Glad to do it. Glad to be a part of it.
I want to thank all of you guys up here, so let's give it one more round of applause here to the gentleman from Central Wisconsin Christian. We're going to step aside, and we're going to come back here, and we're going to talk to the boys and coaches from Oakfield. So thanks again for joining us here on the Basketball Players Showcase. We'll be back.
How to prepare for retirement can feel uncertain, but with a multi-year guarantee annuity from Thrivent, you earn a guaranteed fixed interest rate over a span of multiple consecutive years of your choosing, so you know exactly what you have and how long you have it. To learn more, contact a Thrivent financial advisor.
Jonathan Letter here. I've been serving now for over 12 years in the Laconia and area communities. I love what I do, and I love helping people. I hope I can be a blessing and help to you in the future. Feel free to reach out to us at 920-345-1335. Once again, Jonathan Leonard here with Trident Financial. Thanks. God bless.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
The CWC Athletic Booster Club is proud to support this broadcast. The CWC Athletic Booster Club is a not-for-profit organization made up of CWC athlete family members and friends of the school. The club's goals are to support improvements of the CWC athletic facilities and programs, such as the recent investment into the school's new weight room, while also investing in the spiritual and physical growth of its athletes. If you are interested in becoming a member of the Booster Club or making a donation, email crusaderboosters@wc.org. Good luck, Crusaders.
The Rock Golf Club combines a great golf experience with the unmatched beauty of the Waupun landscape. Originally built in 1927, Many of the holes on the front nine play as they were initially designed. Our seamless integration of friendly service and gorgeous natural surroundings is what will bring you back over and over. Bridges at the Rock is the perfect way to end your round. Join us for a relaxing atmosphere in a beautiful setting. Go online today and make a reservation. Better yet, swing out to the Bridges for a bite and a beverage. The Rock Golf Club, 700 County Park Road, Waupun, or call 920-324-2621.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
It wasn't supposed to go like that.
Welcome back here to The Rock as we get ready here for this second round of players here. Let me just do a couple of button clicks. Joining me now are the gentleman and the head coach here from the Oakfield Mighty Oaks, Coach Jason Colleen. Coach, thanks for taking the time to join us here on this basketball player showcase.
Thanks for having us, and thanks for having the event.
Yeah, I love this type of stuff where we get just a chance to just chat. So, Coach, just talk to me a little bit about your coaching career that you've had so far in basketball.
Well, basically I started coaching as soon as I got done playing.
So just 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, I started coaching middle school basketball in Oakfield when I got done playing college, and then I jumped to UW Fond du Lac for 5 years, and then dropped back down to third grade boys.
Not much of a change.
Yeah, when my older son, at that time was in third grade, so then I coached him. And then I helped out on the varsity as a volunteer assistant for 5 years before I started coaching. Now I'm in my fourth year as head coach.
Fourth year as head coach. So why do you coach?
Sometimes I don't know.
Well, you've got just as much hair still, so it must be okay.
It's a lot whiter now.
Tell me.
I just really enjoy being around the guys, and I just really like to see how they develop as the year goes on.
So tell me what you like about the Oakfield program. Obviously, you've been heavily invested in this. So what's so special about Oakfield?
Well, it's where I'm from. It's where my family's from. My son is like fourth generation Oakfield, so it's important.
So what's so special about that, though? I mean, 4 generations, that is absolutely incredible. Why? Why Oakfield?
I don't know. It's ideal living community.
So why? I'm going to keep asking you whys until you give me, because, one of the things that you're supposed to do is ask 5 whys until you get the answer you want, right?
Just, it's, I guess, where my ancestors or whoever decided to live.
So I'm going to save you a little bit here. So I feel truly honored that I've been able to get involved in the Oakfield community here. And one of the things is that there is a true sense of pride within the schools and within the community. Everybody who is there loves being there, and they really support each other no matter what. I mean, the school just is not huge, but the school constantly is being supported with referendums and constantly being supported by the community. The extracurricular programs are supported by the community. I mean, it is just it's such a very welcoming environment that I've truly felt blessed to be able to broadcast with. Would you agree with all those?
Yeah, I agree with that. And it's a sports community. I mean, they really get behind the athletics.
I would say extracurriculars in general. I mean, their FFA program is very strong. I would say that some of the other extracurricular programs, especially as part of the Trailways, the academic bowls and those types of things, I think they're very strong in those as well. So I really appreciate that. So talk to me about, you just said your son, so talk to me about home. How important is that to have good home support for you to do this?
Well, it's just kind of a special bond, I think, when you're coaching your kids. It's not the easiest thing to do, but you know, you try to treat them like any other player on the team, you know, and you try to cut it off when you leave the gym.
So if you started 4 years ago, these boys would have been freshmen when you started?
Yep.
And we talked a little bit one time off air. Tell me about the success that you've had over these past 4 years with these boys as part of the team.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've had some success in the last 3 years, and this being the 4th year. And it's all about the guys, you know. It's all about their drive and their want to do well and to get better. I mean, it's pretty easy to coach guys like this that kind of have a similar goal to what you have as a coach.
I think that again, you've done a fantastic job every time that that I've seen you out there coaching with the boys. You constantly are seeking them to develop character-wise, rather than as great basketball players. That just seems to be happening here. So talk to me about some of the things that you expect from your players to represent the Oakfield Mighty Oaks.
Well, I just hope that they play with class. You know, I mean, I'm not a big fan of trying to show up anybody or you know, kind of separate yourself from the team. I'm always stressing team, and pretty much don't allow other stuff to happen.
Yeah. And I would agree you do a great job with that. Thank you for joining me here on this showcase. We really appreciate it. We'll come back to you here shortly. But head coach here for the Oakfield Mighty Oaks, Jason Colleen. Let's give a hand for Coach. All right, let's start down here on the end. Travis, right? No. Alex, I'm sorry. My apologies. Yeah, so now here's the question I'm going to ask. What did you put down as your position? Alex, I'm sorry.
Center.
No, you did not. Do you want me to read exactly what you put down?
Oh, yeah, bench.
So talk to me about that. Is that how you feel as part of the team?
I mean, no, I'm just not good at basketball.
I would disagree with you because I have seen you get in there and play. Now, you may not be the best, but when I have seen you get out there and play, you give some of the best effort that I have seen. So, and I would think that your players, they're not going to say that you are just a bench player because they don't get as good as they are without having you help them in practice. So that's part of the reason why I wanted to address this here because I think you are, you did play football as well, correct?
Yeah.
So talk to me about some of those other sports. If you find those, what other sports do you play?
Football and baseball.
Football and baseball. So which one would you consider to be your best sport?
Probably football.
And why do you say that?
Because I'm going to play at Ripon College.
You're going to be playing football at Ripon. Yeah. So why do you play 3 sports?
Because I have my whole life.
And even though you don't consider yourself to be good, you still are able to go here to basketball practice. I mean, it would have been easy just to quit and hang it up if you see yourself as a bench player. Why didn't you do that?
Because it's kind of fun. I have fun at practice, you know, with the boys and all that. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I wanted to get to. Again, what I notice from the Oakfield players and people is that it is about relationships here. It's not necessarily about, again, I see Davis nodding his head. I saw Mitchell nodding his head before. They don't get as good and competitive as they do without having players like Alex here to help push and practice. Would you agree now?
Yeah.
Okay. Talk to me a little bit about what is your favorite subject in school?
Let's say math, I guess.
Math? Okay.
Yeah.
So you did talk a little bit about you're going to play football at Ripon. So what else are you planning to study when you go to Ripon College?
Engineering is what I'm thinking of right now.
What type of engineering do you know?
Just engineering.
So what classes are helping you in high school prepare for studying engineering?
I guess math, because you need math.
There you go. And science, that all lines up in there as well. Talk to me a little bit about Alex as well. Superstitions. Any superstitions on the team?
I mean, not really.
No, nobody has any superstitions. Why are they chuckling over here if there's nobody that has a superstition?
I mean, I wouldn't really call it a superstition, but this man taking his pregame Duke every time.
Oh, every time, huh? At the same time, no matter what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
almost.
Well, that probably is a superstition because I'm assuming you don't want to have to run off of the court sometime in
Yeah,
the
it's
future.
just- you
when
could
he
just say it's a fear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can understand that. Alex, tell me what's your favorite memory of all of your high school sports? I mean, it doesn't matter to me if it's basketball, football, baseball. What's been your favorite memory so far?
I mean, basketball, I would say freshman year when we went up to Houston'sford and won conference. That was kind of cool. First time seeing a dunk in person.
Oh.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I would. I mean, it's awesome to see dunks at the high school level. I think my mic is a little bit hot
That was
here.
the other team. I think so.
Yeah. It was no.
And so you were impressed with it?
Yeah.
What? Oh, it's working. It's
Okay.
just
I know.
because I hadn't pushed buttons in a while. It just screensavered itself. Okay. Favorite pregame meal?
I don't really eat that before a
What's-
game.
You don't eat before a game?
That's
No.
cat.
That's not true.
Okay. Well, you need to control your enthusiasm. You're talking way too much up here, okay? So just sit back and relax. We appreciate that. Let's give a hand here to Travis. Oh, I mean, Alex. Thanks. Appreciate that. Mr. Dirks.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. You?
I'm doing well. Talk to me a little bit about your high school career so far in basketball.
Where do you want me to start?
I don't know. You tell me. Where do you want to start?
It's
How's
been
it
a lot
gone? Have you enjoyed all 4 years of basketball? How have things gone for you?
I've enjoyed it, but I'm most excited for this year because hopefully we can make it far in the playoffs, and we've never really had I don't think we've had the same expectations we have this year that we have the past couple of years. So I'm excited for that.
You've battled through a lot of injuries, probably more this year than any other year. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So talk to me about how do you continue to stay focused and with the ability to still want to contribute and add to the team when you know that you can't be 100%?
I just control what I can control. Just do my work to get back, and that's really all I can do at the end of the day. There's not much else that I can do.
That's a fantastic answer. Talk to me about what other extracurricular activities are you involved in?
I play baseball also, and then there's NHS, Key Club, stuff like that.
What's so special about those other extracurricular activities? I know what it is about baseball, but tell me about NHS and Key Club.
Yeah, it just gives you a chance to be in the community and give back. It's something that, you just enjoy doing once in a while.
Tell me what you like favorite about Oakfield High School.
Just knowing everybody, just, it's a small community, so you get to be friends with everybody and develop relationships with everybody.
Are you a fourth generation as well?
No, no.
I'm going to keep bringing that up because that's impressive to me. It really is. So talk to me about just in general about all of your sports youth-wise. Tell me how active you were as a youth player.
I always played sports, just whatever. And it would just be random sports, too, not just basketball, baseball, football, anything that had a ball or anything. I just love to compete and stuff.
So you love to be a competitor.
Yes.
So we talked about, they're saying that you've got the most superstitious, but I don't think so. Yeah,
No,
so you tell me who's the most superstitious on the team.
I put NA for that answer because I have no clue. I guess I need to get to know my teammates better because I don't know of any of the superstitions. So
No, so you are one of the teams then that if you have none of those, you actually believe in your athletic ability.
Yes,
Unlike
yes.
some people
It's
who
not
are over
true,
here
Jeff.
who think that
It's just-
superstitions.
It's not true. You put your skates on the same way every single game. You don't change a thing. Shoes on, everything doesn't matter.
And if you don't?
you lose.
Oh, okay.
I'm the
So
same
when
way.
you put your shoes on the same?
Well,
every
I'm,
time?
I'm probably the most superstitious person.
Yeah,
on
so
team.
why aren't they saying
He
this?
does seem like a superstitious
'Cause
person.
I don't share.
So what are those superstitions then, since you brought it up? Or you can't tell us because if you say them out loud,
Yes,
then oh, okay, I
exactly,
got you. I
exactly.
hear you. I see how that goes. What are your plans after school?
Going to college. Undecided where yet, but I got a couple schools up there.
So what do you want to study?
That I'm also all over the place with that. I got accounting, psychology. There's a couple majors on between.
Are you looking at possibly playing sports?
Yeah, hopefully basketball.
At the college level
Yep.
as well?
Yep.
Tell me about a favorite pregame meal.
I actually usually just eat an orange, probably. I don't know.
Just an orange
Yeah.
before.
Yep.
How does that sustain you with enough energy to get through an entire game? Because I've watched you guys all play, and you play like the house is burning down. I mean, you guys are all over on the defensive side.
I have a big meal probably like 2 hours before, but then I just eat a little snack before, not much.
So you grab that lunch, a bigger lunch, and or
yep.
right after school and get something
Mhm.
fired up then, and then right prior to the game, then it's just that orange to give you
Yep.
that little extra boost.
Mhm.
Tell me what it's like in the locker room at halftime when you guys are losing.
Oh, ask him. It's I guess you could say a charged atmosphere. It's pretty, yeah. But I think it's necessary a lot of times. So yeah, it's constructive. It's good.
It's good to hear.
Yeah.
I would like to also find out a little bit about a piece of advice that you'd like to give to some of the younger players out there who are saying, yeah, I don't really want to play 3 sports. I just am going to focus only on basketball.
I mean, I think when you're your first couple years of high school, you should definitely try and do as many sports as you can. And then if you want to, just hone in on 1 or 2 your senior year, that's fine. But I think when you're a freshman, sophomore, you should try and diversify, going to multiple sports.
What is your favorite thing about playing basketball at Oakfield?
Playing at Oakfield for sure is just playing with the guys I've played with since I've grown up. It's something special getting to play with them for however many years.
I hear that from the coaches all throughout. Again, we covered a lot of baseball last year. We're covering a bunch again this year. Heard same things in softball and volleyball and girls basketball. That seems to be the linchpin of why at the smaller schools. And I was trying to get Travis to tell us this, but I know it's Alex. Okay. Since I blew it, I'm going to just keep blowing it the whole rest of the night here. But trying to get Alex to talk about it, that's the reason why he's doing it, is to provide that support. So you have your chance to tell him how important he is to this team.
Yes. You are very important.
And that's great to hear. I want to thank you for taking the time
Yes,
here,
thank you.
Davis, and for the opportunity here. So I forgot to get Travis a hand, so let's give Travis and Davis both a hand. I mean, Alex. Mitchell.
Hey.
Talk to me about your high school career in general, athletic-wise.
Yeah, I've been playing football, basketball, and baseball all 4 years, so it's been a blast.
So talk to me about your success.
I was around my freshman year when they won conference, so that was pretty cool being young and wanting to do the same thing. So won conference the past 2 years as well.
So you were not a basketball starter as a freshman?
I was not.
Did you get to play a lot as a freshman? Did you come off the bench?
I was on JV.
The entire time?
I got in one game with like 15 seconds left, end of the year. But
what was coach thinking?
I don't know.
I don't know either. So,
saving him.
Yeah, that's right. Because the reason I'm asking, Mitchell, is because you just at this last game scored 1,000 points in your basketball career, and obviously you still have more games to go. But to do so in 3 years is a pretty decent accomplishment. So just talk to me about first how proud you are of that, and then where did that drive and success come from to be able to achieve that milestone?
Yeah, it was a really cool experience for me. A lot of support from all my teammates, coaches, and all the fans. Really, it was really cool to accomplish that. My sophomore year, actually, about halfway through the year, coach pulled me aside and he was telling me, give me some advice about the year. Things weren't really going as well as I wanted, and he told me, I wouldn't be surprised if you led us in scoring the rest of the year. So that really just gave me a confidence boost that I needed. It's all been downhill from there. So knowing that he believes in me, and my guys believe in me, it's pretty easy to do good with the squad I have around me.
And what I've watched, and again, it's the theme for every one of these teams and the players that are successful here. What I've watched you when you are playing is you're not asking for the ball all the time. You do a great job of also dishing the rock and passing it and letting other people get out there and score. Davis and Bo and Brody is out there working together. So it's not like this is something that you are constantly just trying to do on your own. So talk to me about that mindset of it's just not about me.
It's a team sport, so building off each other. One guy gets going, it builds an energy. Everyone else wants to get going. So it's good to work together, and it opens your looks up more when other people are doing well.
Talk to me about the success you've had in some of your other programs.
We've been doing really well in football, 8-man football, represent. Won conference last year. We've been pretty good in baseball as well too. So.
And what positions do you play?
Football, I was at quarterback this year and played linebacker on defense, and then I'm pitching, catching, and playing shortstop in baseball.
Sounds like you are going to be very busy continuing to move forward here. What's your favorite subject in school?
Probably have to go with history.
Why history?
We've got some good history teachers, make it interesting, kind of cool.
So again, the theme that I just heard there, I know I'm translating for you guys, but it's about the relationship to make it more exciting and more enjoyable, and that you've had here as teammates, right?
Yeah, agreed.
Talk to me about your favorite pregame meal.
My mom picks me up Subway before every game, so shout out.
And does it have to be the exact same sandwich?
Yep, same cookie too.
Same cookie?
Yep.
So you never eat it?
No,
it's the same
no.
make. It's not the same cookie you're saving. Okay, I took your English translation and I made it wrong. Yeah, okay. So what is that? What flavor cookie?
Double chocolate chip.
Double chocolate chip. So everybody knows from now on out there to make sure that they get a double chocolate chip cookie here for Mitchell. So at the last home game, which is tomorrow, right? Because we're going to be there, we should make sure that we get a whole bunch of those.
Yeah, I would love that.
that would be an awesome pregame meal.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have to see if we can get Subway to kick that in for us. So we're going to kick it back over here. Alex, give a shout out to somebody that you want to let them know that you've appreciated everything that they've done.
I don't got anybody.
You have nobody you want to share a shout out with who's given you support to be successful, whether it's in football or
My
baseball.
parents. Shout out my parents.
Okay, all right.
They come to every game. They don't
Thank
stay
you for
afterwards,
doing
so.
that. That's awesome. Davis, what do you got?
My parents. They've helped me through a lot of injuries and always have been there. So my parents.
Mitchell?
Shout out my parents and Stacy Wright, even though he didn't want to be here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Why is that? Why didn't you want to be here?
I don't know. I'm going to have a word with him tomorrow.
Yeah, well, hopefully back at watching this here. Coach, anything you want to share with these boys?
No, I mean, I thought they did an excellent job on the mic, and pretty proud of them.
I'm pretty proud of them as well, and again, I'm excited about the opportunity that we have to cover you guys through whatever happens moving forward here. Justin, I know that I forgot to kick it to you because you were running the camera last time, but you get to jump in here and anything that you'd like to ask these boys or coach?
Well, this is open-ended for either
Absolutely.
of you three. I mean, you talked a little bit about coaches' like halftime speeches, but just his energy on the bench overall, how does that get you guys going? Because I mean, there's a couple coaches I would say that they get pretty fired up on the bench. I think your girls basketball coach is one of them as well. But Coach Colleen, he's all over the floor when he's fired up.
You want to answer that one?
Well, they can't answer yet until playoffs are over. No, go ahead. Man up and do it.
I mean, he gets riled up. It gets us riled up. So you really want to listen to what he's got to say. And normally what he has to say, we're pretty successful when we do those things.
So tell me if this sounds like Coach, because he tells me this off the air all the time. It comes from a place of love.
It's all encouragement. I just got to make sure they can hear me across the court.
Yeah, there you go. Making sure the parents know that you're actually coaching. Great question, Justin. Anything else you want to kick to these young men or the coach?
I mean, you always talk about the messages to younger kids, but messages just overall to other communities, because, like, I mean, I know Laconia is a big community. CWC, the smaller schools we got like this, but, like, overall in Oakfield, I mean, I don't have many communities that come out and support all their sports. It doesn't matter what it is. I know Laconia does it a lot, but it's crazy to me that no matter what, the gym is packed, the student section's loud, and that's one problem I have with some schools. I'm not going to name schools out there, Coach Wirtz. I talk to you about it all the time. And the student section at Oakfield is always loud.
Yeah, it's really just a really cool experience. It adds on to the experience when the nut house is bumping. So yeah, it's cool.
It is cool. Anything else, Justin?
That's all I got.
All right. Well, I want to thank all of you guys for taking the time for joining me up here. And Coach, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let's hear it for the boys and for Coach from the Oakfield Mighty Oaks. We'll step aside here and we'll come back and we will throw some of our Laconia boys up here, as well as Coach Wirtz. You're listening to Jeff Sauer with Justin Schwartzmiller here on the Boys Basketball Showcase.
Call PT Tire and Service in Brandon. The automotive experts. Beat the Wisconsin snowfall. Stay charged this winter. PT Tire and Service. Full service, batteries and wipers available on site. Call 920-346-TIRE. Put Christmas lights on your tree this holiday season, not your dashboard. Call PT Tire and Service to get those lights in the right place. Over 20 years in business and ready to service your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service, Brandon, 920-346-TIRE.
Born from a single project, WDS Construction has evolved into a nationwide general contractor and construction management company. But we're so much more than that. The cold storage industry is experiencing high demand and low capacity. WDS is building goodwill from the ground up through customized solutions. WDS is committed to outservice the competition and overdeliver for customers. A client-driven experience without question. Today, we're driven to be better in order to build better.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted Best of the Best Mattress Store and runner-up for Best Furniture Store in the Fond du Lac area. Whether you're looking to update your living room, find the perfect mattresses, or treat yourself in one of our relaxing massage chairs, we've got it all to take care of you. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
When my husband passed, I needed direction on my finances. I felt like I was starting from a blank slate. Thrivent came into my life at a time that I really needed it. Thrivent helped me feel confident and create opportunities to be more giving. I think my husband would be very proud, but I'm proud of myself because I've educated myself and I kind of learned that maybe I could have been doing this all along.
Jonathan Leonard here. I've been serving now for over 12 years in the Laconia and area communities. I love what I do and I love helping people. I hope I can be a blessing and help to you in the future. Feel free to reach out to us at 920-345-1335. Once again, Jonathan Leonard here with Trident Financial. Thanks. God bless.
The player showcase. Joining us now is the Laconia boys Spartans basketball team and head coach Dylan Wirtz. I want to welcome you guys to the show. It's not that I don't think you guys are important. It is very important. I think that I've had a chance to only see you guys play a couple of times because I'm at all their locations. So I'm going to let Justin roll with this. But before we do that, I got to give Coach a shout out again, just like I've done with everybody else. First of all, I knew Coach when he was little, okay, because not many people know that he actually was, right?
At one point, yeah.
And I also want to thank you again for all of the time that you're willing to put in to give great interviews. You do a fantastic job about talking about your team and your boys. And for a first-year head coach, I'm extremely impressed. First-year head coach at Laconia, I should say. Yeah, it's not your first year as a head coach, but everything that you know about these boys in the community and you talk about has been fantastic. So I want to thank you for doing that, Coach Wirtz.
Yeah, well, we appreciate your coverage. I told the guys, on our way over here, we had film and scout and everything and going through things, but just these opportunities and the coverage that we get is first class. And there's others, but you do a fantastic job of showcasing our kids, and we just couldn't be more thankful for it. So we just appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. Justin, I'm going to let you take over here, and I'm going to grab the portable.
All right, Coach, a fantastic season.
You guys got to talk up.
But to me, this group of guys that you've had, I mean, to have I'm going to start with you had 1,000 points scored. Two of them get it in the same game, and we talked about that with Coach Morgan because they had the chance as well. It didn't happen, but it doesn't happen often for two of them to get it in the same game.
No, I mean, and then just credit to the kids and what they've been doing for years before this, but that's a little more of a kind of a culmination of effort, achievement there. But yeah, it's been a fantastic year. We've got great kids, and that's what happens when you have great kids that trust each other and trust the plan and the coaching. And we just couldn't be more thankful. Myself, a first year in the program, and well, since I was a ball boy about 20 years ago, and then a couple other coaches that are first year in the program, a few guys that have been around, but just can't be more thankful for the kids accepting what we're doing and trusting the plan. And I think it shows on game nights that they do that, and that's where our head is at. We're just thankful for that.
Overall, this group of seniors, I mean, obviously you had Pino and Blank and Rhett Garrett's, I mean, some others that are not here tonight, but it's been such a good group for this Laconia boys basketball program. What can you say about them?
Yeah, well, it's been, like I said, multiple years for some. For most of them, saw a lot of action last year and had a nice year. And, the expectation, I guess, was to exceed that, and they have in many ways, and hope to, finish it off. But it really starts well before they even get to high school, third grade, second grade, and we're thankful to have their coach for those years and as part of our staff, and Greg Smith did a fantastic job with them for a long time. And now you see the culmination of all that effort pay off when they're seniors, and that's what we're a product of is the work for a long time, and you see it pay off on game nights.
I talk about this a lot of the times on the pregame show, and obviously with the girls as well, but Laconia, you guys yourselves are both fantastic shooting teams. Can you attest that to the youth programs? Because, I mean, the youth programs in Laconia, to me, are second to none.
Yeah, well, I think it definitely starts there. I mean, I think you got to have programming and focus on shooting's a hard skill. Basketball is a highly skilled sport, and shooting's the toughest one to get. And we say if you can shoot, you can play. We could teach you a lot of the other things and fit a role on defense or do something, on that end. But shooting takes a long time. It takes a lot of practice, and that's what I said. It's third grade on. You're doing the right thing, and you got guidance that keeps you on the right track, and it eventually pays off when you're on Thursday night or Friday night, Tuesday night at the pit. So, it's a culmination effort, and that's what you see.
Speaking of the pit, the community wrapping themselves around you. Obviously, your first couple of years as the head coach at Laconia, and I mean, How has the community embraced you?
Well, I think it's a little different. Being I'm from there. I lived in Brandon for 16 years, so a lot of it's been simpler, I guess. I necessarily know the kids for that long, but I know their families, and I know the people that come to the games, and it's been pretty seamless that way. I met most of them when I was 10, but now it's just a little different, I guess, relationship, but it's just having respect for those people, and the support we get is second to none on a Monday night, Tuesday night, and that's what makes Laconia special is the people that care, and then we talk to these guys all the time about how do you represent your school, your community, your teammates, and I think they do it in a first-class manner all the time.
All right, thank you, Coach. Give a round of applause for Coach, and we're going to get it over to start with the boys. I believe I got Nick down on the end, yeah?
Yep.
All right, Nick, we're going to start with you. Just a little bit about yourself, a position you play. Obviously, we know what grade you're in, but we'll start with your favorite pregame meal.
I'm going to have to go with my mom's mac and cheese and chicken patties, you know. It's just awesome. It's great.
You're never going to deny that? It's always going to be mom's chicken patties and mac and cheese? Yep. All right. Obviously, I mean, I talk about this with Coach, and he has high praise for you as a player, but he says, I asked him a question in one game, and he said, did Nick Blank have a bad game tonight? And he says, I don't think we've ever answered that question with no.
With yes.
With yes. Did they have a bad game tonight? Yeah. Can you attest, like, obviously, I mean, coaching helps with that, but what makes that happen for you?
Yeah, I think just coming to practice every day, working hard, helps out a lot. Two really good coaches. They like to push you a lot. It's just great to have them as coaches.
I mean, obviously, the group of guys you have in Laconia and the community itself, how does that, like, obviously, I know you're a multi-sport athlete, and a lot of kids at Laconia and a lot of the kids with these smaller schools are. How does that help out with your friendships around and on the teams? It's great. We just come to practice every day. We bond with each other, build those friendships up, and What's your plans after high school, Nick?
I'm not a big school guy, so I'm going to go into the trades and work construction.
We need them. Everybody needs a tradesman. I will never deny that. Your favorite memory so far in either high school basketball or any sport?
Start off with youth basketball. Back in 5th grade, we went to state, and it was just a great time with the boys, and just great bonding time. Came closer with them, and we did end up taking 3rd, and it was just awesome experience. This year, going down to Whitewater, spending the weekend with this team, playing a couple games, getting a couple huge dubs on the road, and then just spending time back in the hotel room. It was just awesome.
This might be one of my favorite answers I got here. Favorite subject in school and why?
People might think it's odd, but it's history. I really enjoy history. It just clicks with me, and I can actually do good on a test in history.
I think that's might be my favorite answer I've ever heard. Jeff probably didn't hear that because he's walking away. But because you're actually good at that class. I like that. I wouldn't deny it myself. Anything you'd like to say for youth, obviously, in Laconia or just anywhere else thinking about getting into basketball?
I think just work hard, put in the effort while you have it. It goes fast, and when those 4 years are up, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, dang, it went by fast. So just put in a lot of work hard, and it'll come to you.
All right, thanks, Nick. And a round of applause for Nick. Rhett, we'll let you introduce yourself.
My name's Rhett Garrett, and I'm a senior at Laconia High School.
Some of these answers I actually will give you guys. You guys are some of the better ones. I'm going to start off with a superstition one because I'm a superstitious guy. I know Jeff doesn't believe in them at all, but worst superstition of the team?
I think it's our whole team. Every away game we have, we all have to sit in a certain spot on the bus.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't disagree with that.
Haven't changed it all year.
If it's working, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
Favorite pregame meal?
Just cheesy potatoes. It's there every time. It's always good.
I feel like everybody's. What was that? The girls' basketball was cheesy potatoes too. Everybody likes cheesy potatoes. Plans after high school?
I plan to go to UW Whitewater for 5. and real estate.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
This is one that I always like to ask the Laconia people. Overall, I mean, obviously, so you play football and golf, and it was not the football season that you guys wanted.
Oh,
And
no.
we know that, but it doesn't matter even if it's not the football season you guys want. The place is still packed every game.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a really good community behind us. You know, all of our friends show up to every game. You know, even football, even if they kind of knew we were going to get smoked, they still showed up to every game and supported us. So.
Advice for a young kid or just anybody overall want to think about playing multiple sports in high school?
I think just stay consistent in whatever you do, and to step out of your comfort zone. You know, whether it's to go to a tryout or try like an AAU team, like anything like that you might be scared of, just go do it.
Favorite memory of this team so far?
Oh, this team so far, it was probably the Waupun game. You know, I have a lot of friends in the Waupun basketball team, and just beating them and the intensity in that game, it was just awesome.
All right, thank you, Red. That's some of the better answers I've had so far. Obviously, Jeff, I know we get good in the round of applause. Jeff's throwing his hands up. He's clapping. Ethan, we'll start with this. I mean, you're just another one that becomes a 1,000-point scorer at Laconia.
Yeah, it's been a goal of mine for a long time, so definitely getting it was big for me, especially since, you know, watching my uncles growing up, it was definitely big for me.
The one thing I want to say to you overall is you guys run this 1-3-1 zone, and I know Coach and we talk about this all the time, but defensively, when you guys run it, I swear to God, you guys get like 7-8 steals at a time, and it's unbelievable. But overall, the effort of your team on the defensive end this year has been impressive to me. What can you guys attest to that?
Yeah, we knew we were definitely going to be one of the best offenses in the conference. We knew we just had to focus up on defense and get it done. And big shout out to Cam Spin and Cash Fair out there busting their butts on top and getting a bunch of steals every game.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you on that. The length at the guard position has been really helpful for you guys up top of that position. Favorite pregame meal?
Mac and cheese and barbecue pulled pork.
Oh, you guys are like fancy pregame meals. Like, these guys are saying Subway, and you guys are getting the fancy ones.
It's first class.
Other sports that you play?
Baseball and football.
So similar, obviously. To a kid that wants to play 3 sports in high school, would you recommend it to them?
Definitely. I mean, you get closer with all your friends. It's definitely it's good for you to go out there and try other stuff and just get closer together as a group.
What are your plans after high school?
Either play baseball or basketball in college, but it's undecided yet.
Favorite memory of this team so far?
Probably playing at Sheboygan Lutheran last year in triple overtime in the playoff game and winning. That was a big one.
Triple overtime, that's a pretty good game, I can tell you what. Jeff, you got any questions down there? You're popping your headset back on.
I am popping my headset back on. How long have you guys been playing together in all of your sports? Talk about all of them together.
All of them, I think around 3rd or 2nd grade we started playing together, which I mean is big. We've built that bond over the years.
And you all agree?
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
So tell me about when did you know that you guys were going to have something special taking place?
Definitely, like all the years, a lot of us get in the gym every summer, and we're always working together and always playing together. So that's definitely a big reason why.
I remember asking Coach Morgan when he knew about the girls' team. And first of all, it does not happen very often that you have a great girls' program, volleyball, basketball, softball, track. Same thing in football. I know, again, you didn't have the year that you guys had expected, but the previous years you've had pretty good success in football and basketball and baseball, and we're expecting you guys to have a strong baseball. Where does that come from? I mean, just tell me, how do you develop that type of program?
Definitely our youth programs are really good. We got great coaches coaching these younger guys and getting them in the gym, working out. So that's definitely a big reason why.
How do you do this with multiple sports? That is just absolutely surprising to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it just runs in our genes, I guess.
Well, I want some of those genes so that we can share those around here. But what I would also like to make sure that we get a chance here is give a shout out. Who would you guys like to give a shout out to here so far with what's happening?
Definitely AJ Sullivan. She's like one of our team managers. She prepares like food, brings us snacks like dirt cakes and all that before the game, and she's always got her waters for us.
Wow, is that awesome? Go ahead.
Probably our parents. You know, they do a lot for us behind the scenes. You know, just setting up team meals, making sure everything's going good. Jacob, you know, our team manager, he does a lot for us too, and obviously AJ. And
Well, you got to have awesome catered meals. It sounds like
Oh,
you guys are having here. So
Legitimately is.
yeah,
Yes.
that's
AJ
awesome.
is on a different level.
All right.
I'm gonna have to say my brother. I mean, I don't think man's missed a game my whole career. He's just a great supporter. He's always there supporting me. It's awesome.
Tell me about the Laconia community. What do you guys like about living in Rosendale, Brandon School District?
I like that we got about everyone there in the community at the games. You know, you're always going to have a good crowd no matter what you do, so it's definitely big for us to have the community behind us.
Yeah, Brett, go ahead. Everybody can.
I think, you know, like most of the people in the student sections are all our friends. We grew up with them, you know, they have our backs, they support us, and it's just really special to have that.
Yeah, I agree with both of them. I mean, it's a small community, small school, so we know everybody around us, and it's great.
Okay, so what is it going to take to get your student section fired up? I mean, we've come over there, we've got the portable unit on them, and they look at us like we're at a basketball game.
It's the
I
little
know.
kids. It's the little kids
It's the
student
kids in
section.
the corner that we're going to be cutting that video, and we're sharing
should
that
flip
with
'em.
everybody.
We should flip 'em.
You should. Put your student section over there. I mean, so tell me, guys, what's it going to take to get your students fired up?
We're definitely going to get on them, but I think they're definitely going to bring it for playoffs this year. So.
Oh, so they're saving their energy for the playoffs.
Yeah, well, you can't leave out that these guys are at the girls' games too, and they're also the culprits.
Right, and that's what we're saying. So where's that coming?
It's and they go to every game. I give them a lot of credit. Everybody goes to everything, but they got just as big part in this as anybody
Yep,
else.
we're at the boys' showcase, but you're absolutely right. Maybe it's because the coaches work them too hard and they're too tired.
It could be it.
I tried to bail you out, but that's the last time that's going to happen. I want to see at the student section tomorrow, or no, on Tuesday. Friday. We'll be there on Friday. It better be jacked. We're walking around with a portable unit. They better be flying out of the seats, basically.
All right, I'll get on them.
Okay, we're going to leave that up to you guys. Anything else, Justin?
I don't get anything else.
Well, gentlemen, I want to thank you guys. It's been such a privilege to cover you guys. Again, we love to bring attention to the smaller communities. We know that the school, you're over at 370, which is bigger than all of the other schools that we had here, but the communities are small. And we love bringing the attention to it. And Coach had said before, you guys are getting all kinds of media attention from everywhere. But I want you to know we are not going anywhere. It doesn't matter to us whether you guys are state champions or not. That's not our goal. Our goal is to make sure that we draw attention to what you guys do, what your other athletes do, and what the community does. So I want to thank you guys for all the time. And again, Coach, thank you for taking the time to spend time with us and talking about your team.
No, for sure. They're high-quality kids. They deserve it. We're just excited to finish it off.
We're going to step aside here just briefly. Let's give a hand one more time here for the Laconia Spartans here. And we'll step aside, and we'll be back here on Jeff's live stream to wrap things up.
Athletic Booster Club is proud to support this broadcast. The CWC Athletic Booster Club is a not-for-profit organization made up of CWC athlete family members and friends of the school. The club's goals are to support improvements of the CWC athletic facilities and programs, such as the recent investment into the school's new weight room, while also investing in the spiritual and physical growth of its athletes. If you are interested in becoming a member of the Booster Club or making a donation, email crusaderboosters@wc.org. Good luck, Crusaders.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream here on the boys basketball showcase. Again, we want to thank all of the teams for taking the time for spending time with us and talking. I think that they've all represented their communities and their schools really well. Very impressed with what they had done here. I'm going to try and even turn up this mic. I'm not even sure why it's as quiet as it is. But again, thank you to all of them. Justin, what are some of your final thoughts about the two showcases that we've had?
I mean, I'm excited. I mean, obviously we're kind of into the playoffs now, but I'm excited to see how all these teams run out in the playoffs. Obviously, we've had the couple girls playoff games, but not a ton of them yet. So we're excited to keep rolling with these teams into the playoffs and hopefully deep into the playoffs.
What I've taken from this is the high quality character that we have from our student athletes, and it starts at home as well as with the coaching staffs. So I want to thank all of the parents for all the time that they've put in, and congratulations to what they have done in producing such great young men who do a great job of representing their community. I got to give a shout out also to all of our sponsors. We are not successful with this without our sponsors. I know we only have a 10 or 11, but those 11 are the ones that have made it possible here, and we're constantly looking for additional support. So if you've enjoyed what we've done throughout this winter season, we'd love to have you give me a call or send me an email. We'd love to jump on board for baseball, softball season that's coming up. But you did talk about it, Justin. We've got some great playoff basketball that's coming up. Starting tomorrow, we're not doing playoffs yet, but we've got two senior nights. Yeah, we've got a senior night at Oakfield that we're excited about covering for the boys, and we've got senior night at Randolph. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it tonight, but we're looking forward to helping create those memories for those seniors. On Friday, right back into regionals, as we're going to be at Oakfield again, as they're going to be taking on the Reedsville Panthers, the Oakfield girls. And then we'll also be at Laconia as they're going to be taking on the WLA Vikings. And I'm excited about this time of year. I love the one and done. I really do. I think that the teams with the most character are the teams that seem to shine through. It has a lot to do with some ability as well, but you've got to be able to handle adversity, and playoffs develop adversity, and that's the things that I like about this time of year. And then on Saturday, we don't know which teams we're covering yet, but we will be covering whomever seems to win. We're predicting, or should we not, because it's superstitious.
They don't say it. They never say it.
I'm saying it. We're going to be back at Laconia on Saturday, and we'll be back at Oakfield on Saturday
would it be at
as
Oakfield,
well.
Or would it be on the road?
Oakfield,
wouldn't they be at Lourdes?
They might be at Lourdes.
They'd be at Lourdes.
We're going to be covering.
They're the 3 seed.
Yep, we could be covering them either way. But we've had a fantastic night. We've had a fantastic 2 showcases. Unfortunately, hockey got snowed out, and we weren't able to do that. But I'm really excited about what we were able to create here. Got to give a shout out again to my son, Caleb. He's on the other side of the camera. Caleb, thank you for all that you do to help make Jeff's Livestream be successful. Couldn't do it without you. And again, I want to shout out to all of the players, the coaches, and the parents for everything that they've done here. Hope you've enjoyed our broadcast. Justin, I thank you again for everything that you do to help us be successful here. And I want to give a shout out also to Jordan King. He has been fantastic with us. Follow the Flyway Focus if you're not, because of Flyway Conference, he is the man. But here's the reason why we need to give him a shout out. I'm hoping that everybody will pray for this family as his son Dax is down at Children's Hospital in Madison fighting RSV. And he would have been here tonight to talk about Laconia because he loves to talk everything Flyway. And unfortunately, he was unable to do so tonight. But again, prayers to him and his family. And to the young man who just was walking right here in front of the bar, I want to thank Caleb Gluen. Thank you so much for hosting us here at The Rock. We've absolutely loved being here, and we can't do it without his support as well. So thanks again for following us here. Take care. God bless. And we can't wait to see you at a rink or
more rinks.
Well, who knows?
More rinks.
At a rink or a basketball court near us. This is Jeff Sauer here signing off for Jeff's Livestream. God bless and take care. Thank you for watching our broadcast. A shout out to our sponsors. This is Jeff Sauer. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Until next time, may God bless you today and every day.